Hello, and thank you for joining me today as we discuss the Project Management add-on in InfoFlow. So to create a project, simply click on the New Project button on the top-hand menu, and the project window will appear. Inside here, you have a few fields to fill in: project name, you have a ticket ID, so InfoFlow automatically generates a unique project ID or a ticket ID for every project that gets created. You can also create a manual, your own custom project ID. You can create the different types of projects. This can also be customized in settings preferences. You can link the project to a category. You also have status and priority. You can see the same thing. There's a drop down and you can customize these as well. And then you have start date, due date, and percent complete. You also have a section for custom fields. So if there are any additional custom fields you want to add on top of the default fields we already looked at, you can add those additional fields. We also have a comments field. So here we are. We'll use this existing project litigation case, and you can see if I click on the relations tab, I have a few options. We'll look at show contacts, and you can see this will show 6 contacts that are related to litigation case. Just as a side note, to link a contact or a company to a project, it's very simple. Simply right click on the contact itself and click add to project. You can also do a multi-select, right click, copy contacts, go to the project, right click, and paste if you want to add multiple contacts to a project. Okay, so let's take a look at this project. We have a few contacts related to it. Now I can link multiple activities to a project. So the first activity that I can link to a project is emails. So to send an email from a project, simply click on the contact itself and then hit the new email button. You can see the Outlook editor opens up. If you're not using the Outlook sync in InfoFlow, you're using our built-in editor. Instead of the Outlook editor appearing, the built-in email editor will appear. Now you'll notice that in the subject line is the project ID. So this automatically gets embedded in the subject line. As long as that is placed anywhere in the subject line, when you send the email, this email will automatically get linked to the project in the outgoing section. And when Steve replies to the email, that email will automatically get linked back to the project as well in the incoming project section. So you can see here, if we go to the project and the email tab, you can see all the incoming and outgoing emails linked to the particular project. Alternatively, if someone sends you an email and they didn't include the ID number in the system, you can very easily just right click on the email. So you can just copy the email, go into the project itself, and paste the email into the project. Next thing we have are appointments. So you can click on the project and click new appointment to make an appointment. You can also add documents to a project. So simply grab any document that you want and drag and drop that into the actual project. You can also link a note to a project. Click on the note itself, hit new note. This is a test note for project, and you're done. Note appears um, in the note tab. We also have tasks, so you can link tasks to a project. InfoFlow actually has a built-in workflow that specifically looks at tasks. So let's take a look at that. So if you go into settings, preferences, projects, and workflow, you can see you can create a workflow in your projects using tasks. So you can see here I have 4 tasks in the workflow section under projects, and you can see they all have project type marketing. So you can see here we've checked off project type marketing, and if you click inside, you can see all of these projects or all of these tasks are created. What's happening here is now when you create a project and you select marketing for the type of project, InfoFlow will automatically generate 4 tasks. Now these tasks are can be set up any way you want. If you want to do it immediately when you open up the project, so you can see the first one is set to immediately. The second one is 2 days after. So you can play around and set up this workflow any way that suits you best. And so now when you create a project in InfoFlow and you select project type marketing, it will automatically generate 4 tasks, and they'll appear immediately, 2 days after, whatever way you set it up. And you can also link opportunities to a project if you wish. Now, to look at the settings of a project, just go into Settings, Preferences, Projects, and inside here you can set up different things like the different types of projects. You just click Add, you click New to add new project types, statuses, priority types. You can rename some of the default fields or remove them by unchecking the visible. To rename them, just type in here and that field will be renamed to TTT. And you can also add the custom fields, and we looked at the workflow. So all of those can be configured in Settings, Preferences. If you have any questions about the projects, please be in touch with our support team at www.carmelvision.com/support. Thank you.